Alright guys, another big Black Ops 6 reveal to go through every single weapon in the game, from ARs to SMGs to snipers, all the attachments, new systems, and much more. We'll go through all of it in this video. Be sure to drop a like in the video, subscribe if you're new, but first off here, and also by the way, the game comes out in less than a week from today. Insane stuff, man. Super hype. But first off, primary weapons. Of course, we saw several leaks about these weapons. We saw some in the beta, but now we have a final list here confirmed of every weapon we're actually getting in this game. First off, XM4. Okay. We're not going to go through all of this here, but... Oh, wait. This is just a preview, actually. So, they're going to break it down in a second. 7 ARs, 6 SMGs, 2 shotguns, 3 LMGs, 4 marksman rifles, 3 snipers. Secondary... here's an example of one, the 9mm PM pistol. 6 of those, 4 pistols, 2 launchers. We'll have a lot more of all these throughout the seasons of this game. 2 melee weapons to start off with. Nothing crazy. 1 knife and baseball bat. I definitely expect a ton of DLC melee weapons, especially if it's a Treyarch Call of Duty. I feel like they're known for that type of stuff. But we'll end up seeing what happens there. Player levels, weapon unlock criteria. Very cool there. This doesn't look like anything too different, right? We're going back to the traditional prestige, and as you go through level 1 through 55, you'll slowly unlock all of the, weapons, tactical, perk, field upgrades, all that stuff, score streaks. I mean, that's all pretty standard there, so just a preview of that. Now, full look here at all the weapons and when you unlock them at. So we're not going to read through all of this, but you could see kind of how the progression goes. AS-Val is at level 55. SMGs, okay. Jackal PDW, 43. I mean, for launch, I'm assuming there's going to be some type of double XP weekend. Maybe not the same weekend, but a week or two after the game comes out. Almost everyone will be at level 55 a couple days after launch. I know some people have more time than others. It is what it is, but for the most part, when a new Call of Duty comes out, I feel like most people are just absolutely grinding the first weekend and setting time aside to get all of those weapons leveled up, which is sick. And also, the traditional prestige returning is fire, because when you prestige, classically, all of your progress resets. Now, this time around, it's a bit different. This is kind of off track, but it is important to leveling up your weapons. When you prestige, let's say you go from level 55 to prestige 1, you have to re-unlock all of your weapons like you normally had to back in the day. But once you get to level 43, for example, and you re-unlock the Jackal PDW, your progression is still the same. So in the past, you have to fully level up for all the attachments again for the Jackal, for example. But now, 43, re-unlock the Jackal, but you keep your previous progression, the attachments, and all that different stuff. So it's a good compromise, I would say. Pretty cool stuff there. So that's all the levels again. LMGs, rifles, pistols, launchers, melee. Cool stuff there. They go through some different things on the perks and how they affect your weaponry. Gung-Ho reduces movement penalties when reloading or using equipment, allowing reloading while attack sprinting. Dexterity reduces weapon motion while jumping, sliding, and diving. So obviously, some perks give you pros in movement, for example, but cons in the weapon itself. That's, again, very standard as well. Each game does it differently, so they're just showing you how this game does it. And there might be some updates to that as we, give them feedback when the game comes out, and maybe there's a big overhaul, maybe not, maybe it's smooth at launch. We'll see, man, but nothing too surprising there, in my opinion. Primary weapons. Now let's go through what we're getting. Every weapon in this game. XM4 goes through the attachment types for all the assault rifles actually as well. AS-Val has no muzzle. Okay, but XM4, MP zombies. Looks cool. We know what that does. AK-74 looks great as well. Classic weapon. Unlock at level 10. The AIMS 85. Also pretty solid. Get it at level 19. GPR 91. Okay, really cool. Model L. We have the Goblin MK2. AS-Val, of course. Definitely hyped for that one, man. That's a really cool one. SMGs. C9, of course. It does suck that all of these weapons have different names. You know, a lot of them are classic weapons we've come to know and love, but just for licensing reasons and stuff, they have different names nowadays. It is what it is, man. KSV, the Tanto 22, the PP 919. This should be a ton of fun. Of course, Jackal PDW. Compact 92. Okay. 2 shotguns. Marine SP. And the ASG 89. We'll see. LMG's PU 21. Looking cool. XMG. And then the GPMG 7. So, very standard looking LMGs, you know, based on what we've seen in the past, RPK, all that stuff. So, nothing too crazy there. For the marksman rifles, those are the attachments again. The SWAT 5.56 returning. The Sarkov 7.62. The AEK 9.73. And then the DM10. For snipers, attachments again. LW3A1 Frostaline. Cool in there. SVD, another classic. The LR762. So, nothing too different from what we've seen in the past. Pistols. The 9mm PM, of course. The Grekova. It's a solid one. GS45. Classic as well. I hate the different names are so annoying, man. Strider 22. That's cool. For 2 launchers, Sigma 2B. Okay, and then the HE1. Very, very standard stuff there again. Melee weapons, knife, baseball bat. Okay. Another look at the loadout selection menu here, which we got a preview of actually in the Zombies blog post yesterday, but they show the difference between MP and Zombies. Looks pretty cool. Content unlocks. So, of course, you begin the journey with most of the items locked, as it normally is for most Call of Duties, right? Firing range is returning. MP zombies. Static moving recoil targets. Seems like you have a little more of a customizable option, but very similar to what we've seen again. Global weapon builds. This is kind of a newer thing to Call of Duty past couple of years, where what you have in MP translates to zombies, Warzone as well, cross progression between the modes, all of that stuff we talked about a couple years ago when they first introduced it. Again, if you're a newer player, this is all crazy, but this is exactly how it's been, honestly, which I don't mind. I mean, this is a good system. I wouldn't want them to change it up too much, but, you know, it's nothing too crazy. Gunsmith, more stuff there. Let's see. So attachments always come with a benefit. I mean, this is a big W where I think it was MW2, right? Where almost all of the attachments in that game reduced ADS, aim down sight speed, or just reduced something, made you slower. Any attachment you put on your weapon in MW2 in 2022 made your weapon slower, which that was already a slow game. The movement was slow, but to make you even slower, oh, so annoying. So for every attachment, making your weapon better is really, really cool. Now for more stuff here on the attachments, they go through all of the attachments and if they're equipable on a certain weapon class. So for example, ARs, all of them have optics, some have muzzles, all of them have barrels, under barrels, mags, no combs, rear grip, yes, stock, yes, laser, fire mods, yes, stock pad, no. So it goes through different things. Cool little chart there, I guess. 5 attachments per weapon, 8 if you're a gunfighter. So still similar to what we've seen in the past. I mean, I remember back in the day, what was it, like 2 attachments, maybe 1 attachment per weapon? Was that how it was in COD 4? And then later on, they gave you 2 attachments per weapon. Or, you know, there were theories and even rumors about the Pick 10 system returning. I think it was the Pick 10 system apparently wanted, or I think it was Sledgehammer wanted the Pick 10 system in MW3 last year. Not even Treyarch, which is insane. And then the rumor was that IW told them to not do the Pick 10 system because they wanted it more like MW2. That's just a rumor, but holy, if that's true. IW, man, you guys got to get together for the next Call of Duty you guys are making. But yeah, solid system there, I guess. Very similar to what we've seen. You know, you could see the same gunsmith setup past couple years, which I like. I don't think we always have to go back to the old system of how Call of Duty creator class setups worked, right? It's not a big deal. Although it is kind of annoying where there's so many attachments to where like you kind of lose track of what's meta, what's good, and it's just not as simple as it was. But it's not a big complaint at all. So the statistical details they're adding, really cool off the bat. You get all of that info. Damage distribution across the different body parts. That's really sick. So very cool there if you're a gun nerd. You just want to really know what weapon is good or not. Optics. They go through some looks here. All of the optics. Muzzles as well. Barrels. Underbarrels. The mags. Combs. Rear grips. Stocks, of course. Lasers. Fire mods. Pretty standard, right? Stock pads. And that's it there. So, cool look there. That goes through all the info on the weapons, attachments, all that good stuff. So, if you guys have any questions on that, let me know down below. I'll break down for BO6's launch, you know, how to level up quickly, all those launch strats to get your weapons max level as fast as possible, to prestige as fast as possible, the unlocks, rewards. We'll break it all down on the channel next week. But for now, subscribe for more. Shout out to YouTube members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.